Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with RyXe Gaming, and today we're going to be starting a playthrough of Sands of Salzaar. Now this game has, I don't know how long it's been out for. I'm only aware of when the English update came out because that's when I actually had this game presented to me in some way, shape, or form. I saw a video from a channel I'm subscribed to that I like, and it says English update, and then it was basically about this game coming out with its English in English version because it is a Chinese game, I believe. And something I'm gonna start doing is to go into games new, because it's a new game to me, sort of. And I'm gonna start like going into games, playing them for a little bit, and then coming back and then do an actual playthrough, and then go like through the entire game, or hopefully. That's what I intend. Anyways, so I actually already have a game that I've been playing. I've actually played this for, as you can see, 75 days of, I don't know how long, if the days directly translate to how long you've actually been playing. I played this for like 5 hours already, I believe. Almost like 5.5 or something. I don't know. I can't remember. A little bit more than what I would have probably needed, but I discovered a bunch of stuff through that time. I just got hooked on this game because I really do like it. It reminds me a lot of Kenshi, in a way, and it also reminded me, in a way, of Ragnarok Online, the OG one. I mean, the OG, not Ragnarok Online 2. That one's more 3D. This one's more. There's a top-down, and then there's like real-time combat when you like get into like combat instances. It's kind of weird. You can get squad. You can do like mercenaries and stuff like that, and increase your squad. You can also increase their, like, change their classes, like evolve them in some way, or class up them or something, job up or rank up or something. Anyways, we're gonna go new game. We're gonna go open world. The combat reminds me actually a lot of World of Warcraft in its battleground combat state. So yeah, there's a story, a little like video cutscene type thing. I'm gonna leave this, though you can skip it by holding escape,
There was a war 20
as you see in that bottom right hand corner.
That war took my father, my mother, my homeland, everything. The black sun rose in the sky, heralding destruction. You've protected mankind for 1,000 years. Who am I to judge? But it all started with you. Now, I will be the one to finish it.
Okay, so it wasn't that long. I don't remember if I actually, the first time actually, I don't remember if I went through the entire thing or not, because I do remember watching it in that one video when this game was presented to me. So I've already read over all of these characters here, and well, not really a fan of mage type classes or swordsman type classes. Not really. I'm more of an assassin type. The Hashashin should be an assassin. I like shaman. The video I watched, I believe, had a shaman. The person playing a shaman. But I'm like, you know what? Nah. I just went for the assassin. I really did like this. I like the whole, it says draw on a variety of blinks type stuff, backstabbing, stealth, burst damage skills. I like that. The problem that the assassin has is the same problem. I have a feeling that it's the same problem the assassin or the rogue or whatever you want to call it in World of Warcraft has. That it's when it's in stealth, you can do a lot of burst damage and all that. But once you're like, your skills are all on cooldown, you can't do shit. It's that type of thing. Anyways, I did think about Beastmaster and Shaman because I'm like, well, that would be like a summon or a pet type class. I'm like, which I like, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just go with something a little bit more difficult. It does say unknown right there. The only thing is different. This one it doesn't. These have plot quests available, but this one doesn't say anything like that. I don't get that because I can work on the main quest with this character, so I'm not really sure. Um, some of these can use magic, some can't. Like the Jackal and Bounty Hunter are kind of the same. Some like these can't learn. Arcana is basically magic, so they can't do like magic. Skills are one thing, and magic skills are another thing. The Spirit Master is Mancer is basically a mage in all its glory. What else? I think the Knight Errant has something like that. Yeah. Razor by Spirit Mancers and Blade Dancer more or less. Berserker, Sentinel, or where's the other one? Oh, that's probably it. Those are your main combat tank type things. Sultan is a little bit different than all the rest in some way. I believe Sultan is something more like a town management type character, I believe, because this is right here. Begin with a small town and construct buildings to train up your troops, but watch out for invaders. Everyone else doesn't have anything like that. That's the only one. So if you want to go more on and it's easy as well. So you already start with a town, so you probably already have people following you. Maybe, I don't know, because some of these say followers and stuff like that. Anyways, Hashashin, we're gonna go with that one. Because since this game also focuses on you getting recruiting mercenaries or pets and getting pets and stuff like that, I feel like Shaman and Beastmaster, unless these buff them in some way, I really didn't feel the need to go with those, so that's why I went with the assassin. So right here, as you can see, you usually start with 60 legacy. As far as I'm concerned, that's how I started, and I've already gotten 10 points from leveling. You get points from leveling, getting prestige, and from doing dungeons, specific dungeons, I believe. And I did one, the first easy one, and that got me 10 points. So you can get your starting skills, which you don't actually start with them. You have to actually purchase them later with skill points. But anyways, you can start with a starting squad member. I don't know if these are squad or they would be character, because they have different slots. The squad and the characters have different slots, so I don't get that. I don't know if you can recruit actual AI that are on the overworld or anything like that. I'm still not really sure about that. If I had 80, I could recruit him, and that's the only one. Everyone else is 100 points, so obviously we're not there. Items, you can choose starting items. Some of these characters actually have starting items. Let me see right here, because the assassin has starting items. You start with 3 bonus wisdom crystals, which give you stat points, I believe. Others start with most of them start with that. Some of them start with nothing. And I think that's just about it. I don't think you start with much else in items respective to the characters. You can choose prestige, and it says right here a maximum of 5 times, maximum 99 times. 99 gives you 100 utar, which is basically the currency. Item limit to your storage, basically. I went with Sherpa. These are the skills I went with. Enchanted Blade, and I went with, where is the other? Thunderclap, because they were actually the cheapest, and I actually didn't want to go with Thunderclap. And the cheapest and most useful in regards to my class, I actually wanted to go with Bloodsucker. Attack an enemy, deal 3 damage. I don't know if it's 3 damage or 3x, or damage, or attack, hit him 3 times or something. Attack is imbued with 100% leech effect, which restores 100% of damage dealt as health. I wanted to go with that one instead of Thunderclap, but I was short 5 points, I believe. Anyways, Thunderclap is like a teleportation type thing, and Enchanted Blade is like the rogue skill where I really do forget the names. Ambush, I think it's called, where you from a distance you can teleport behind a character, and I don't think that one actually attacks, but with this one it attacks, and it's more like an AoE type thing. All enemies within 300 cubits, which is I don't know how much a cubit is in reality. I'm gonna go first I'm gonna go check what I want. So I didn't go for actually, did I go for resources? I think I did go for that one. Oh no, actually no. What I had done was gotten this and went with 10 here with I don't know what Sherpa means, but I went 10. I had gone 10 points here because you can go up to 99, I believe. And that just adds an additional like slot for items in your storage, I believe. I wouldn't recommend going for that one. If you're gonna go for 10 in the deep pockets, you might as well go for the resources one. That already gives you 1,000 Utar, and then you get a bonus of 50 wood, 50 ironstone, which are necessary resources. I'll tell you that for reals. They're real. You can say they might be easy to get once you like siege a town and you got resources coming in. But when you're like solo or you're just a ragtag team of mercenaries or whatever, of dogs, kind of literally, because you can recruit like the wolves, and that's kind of canine. Anyways, it seems like they would be kind of difficult to attain. They don't come by easily. You do have to grind for it. Prestige you can get. You don't really. I don't recommend getting that. They cost 5 points each. I don't recommend that. I really wouldn't, because they're just raw. There's like some prestige stones or whatever all over the map. All over the map, everywhere. They're everywhere. And I managed to get to like 15 points of prestige because they're like stars or something. I had to figure that out on my own as well. Anyways, I think I'm rambling too much. I should probably stop. There's some weird stuff going on here, settings, and there's something about finishing the game or something within a certain amount of time. Yeah, let's go back, because there's this nameless class. Requires 120 plus legacy points to unlock. And there was a part where it said, and you could choose like whatever. You can like, it's like you choose this one, and you can choose. I'm like, oh, I want the ability from this one. I want the ability from that. That's kind of like the thing you have to do. But nameless is just completely and totally out of. I don't know why I did that. Kind of dumb. Yeah, and right there you just hold the escape and just go back to here. My bad. So sorry. So enchanted, thunderclap. I got used to thunderclap, though I used it at the beginning. It's kind of expensive mana wise, but I do like it because it's like another escape kind of thing. It's not very useful for any other way. So to escape, maybe, but you're not gonna escape from the battle. You're just gonna be like escaping in like you're getting attacked by how can I say it? You're getting mobbed basically, right? And then you just want to get out of the encirclement or something. Kind of works like that, but it's very expensive and it's very mana intensive. It's like 150 points. So does that one, but that one's actually useful. There's this one. Select a random enemy within 500, teleport to his side, deal some damage, and this has a smaller leech effect. I'm still not really sure. I'm probably just gonna go with that. Squad, can't do that. I had this, but you do have a ton of actual what's the thing called? I don't know. This is like for favor with with the factions. There's other factions, I believe. No, I think these are all of them. Never mind. There are other factions, but these are like the main ones in the territories, and they're like other little stuff around. I don't know what the character limit means exactly. I don't get that. There's a lot of other stuff. Troop limit. I don't know, because you can actually increase the troop thing. I don't know what this means. You can increase your difficulty to give you more legacy points. I don't get that either. The nameless, there's a sword, gain 120 legacy, but it's only for the nameless. So yeah. Anyways, what should I choose? Alright, so I was just wasting too much time here. Apologize for that, because I know when there's time wasting, and sometimes I just forget. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Headwind. No, not Headwind. What are you talking about? This one. Soar. Because it's similar to a teleport, but not exactly. It's just jump to a target location, dropping from midair in a downward cleave. Upon landing, attack all nearby enemies to deal 3 damage. Like I said, I don't know if that's 3 damage or like 3 times. Attack them 3 times. 3x of attack and launch them into the air. That kind of feels like it'll give a stun, and it's like a teleport type thing. Thunderclap. I don't know how expensive it's gonna be really because it costs more than Thunderclap in the points here. This one's to teleport. It says it does like bolts of lightning strike. It does damage, like low magic damage at the origin wherever you were and at your destination. I'm just gonna go with Soar and Enchanted Blade. We'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna go with Sherpa at 5 just to get like some extra inventory space, which you don't really need at the beginning. Maybe later on if you're just getting stuff like crazy all over the place, and maybe yeah, but not really. I'm just gonna go with that. Confirm. So character, we're gonna go with our gender, which is a male. I like right here you can change, hair. You can go random. I don't know if this changes random right here. This little character here. That's your basically your sprite in the overworld. I don't know if it's just in the overworld or is also like in combat. Probably also in combat. You can go random and you can customize hair, face, eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, beard, body type. It's kind of weird because it's just like a portrait type thing. It's not like And then trinkets, it's kind of like a mask, tattoos. Maybe not tattoos, but like wrinkles, scars, weird stuff like that. Yeah, eye patches, stuff like that, piercings. I don't know. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to make it identical to my previous character, to my other character that I already have. That was my test character. I'm just gonna change it here real quick to the one I like. There's I only like one of them, and this is the one I like. This is the only sprite I like because it's the one that looks closest to what I choose. Anyways, I'll be right back once I'm done with the character creation. All right, so I think I'm done. Though I didn't do there's the you can go in between like some of these, like the eyebrows, I think the eyes, nose, the mouth, not the beard, but you can like resize, like move it horizontally, rotate, spacing, that kind of stuff. I did do a little bit of that with my other character, but I'm not gonna do that for the sake of this playthrough. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it as is because right now I'm just gonna change the body real quick just so you can see what I did. I got like a little scar across the nose bridge right there. My eyebrows like that. I got like a serious look, the mouth, and the beard. There are other beard styles similar to this that I felt were kind of better, but they just didn't look how I like. Most of them had mustaches, and I disliked the mustache because I have a beard myself, but I don't like the mustache. I always take that off. Anyways, go back to the body. This is the body that I choose. Since I'm going with an assassin, this is the closest that I get to what that looks like. But that's not why I chose this look. It's just what I liked more for the character. I didn't want to go with something like with big body or some weird stuff like this. Or there's some other weird stuff way down here like this right here, or like with a Hawaiian shirt type thing. Not really. Or like that. That kind of looks like it's okay, but no. I'm an assassin, so why would I have that? Anyways, create this. I wonder if it'll let me use the same name though, because I have RyXe. Let's just put RyXe just in case, or Riser, and create. So you can change this later. I don't know about the difficulty though, but you can change this later. The real mode, where you can't recruit, prevents you from recruiting dragons, angels, phoenixes. Keeps it really, or other powerful creatures. Just keeps it real, like literally keeps it real, to where you can do other stuff, but not like mythical type creatures. I had actually removed that, though I did find a dragon, though it beat the shit out of me. Anyways, that's when things got real bad for me in my other playthrough, but I got better. I recovered, but anyways. And then you may still, however, recruit troops using a trade permit, blah blah blah, and add outposts in each town, and upgrade troops for 30% less XP resource. Troop death rate, however, is also increased by 30%. I don't know. I just deactivate that. There's this for the difficulty of AI. The roll limit. I never use the roll. I've never used it for sure because I've never hit the spacebar in this game. But select this. You can roll. Maybe it puts this I think puts a cooldown on rolling, like dodge roll type of thing. I have that off. I'd never use it anyway, so I'm like, not like I care. I just go straight into the battle. Everything. Cause it's more like a hack and slash when you're in a fight. Hunger debuff to slow you down when you're like your hunger is kind of low. Well, actually, hunger technically would be high when you're not satiated, right? Wouldn't that be the case? Anyways, I don't want to do too much contradicting with that stuff. But I deactivate that. I always keep a lot of food on me anyway, so I don't really care about that. I never buy it. I just get a lot of it. So here we start our starting point. I don't know what the Arcana talent, whatever is that is. You are a mysterious Hashashin, uh, assassin, who can avoid detection, blink short distances, and slice through enemies when they least expect it. Your name is a complete mystery, but those who have survived encounters with you tremble at your memory. You're in a merchant's camp nestled inside a valley. Beyond lies the desert. That's why looking at this, not because of the graphic style or the art style, um, but because of how I'm like movement, and then you can have this huge zoomed out area type thing. That's what it reminds me of Kenshi. If you keep zooming out, you eventually get to like a map, area map, as you can see there. That's the you can close it out there, or you can just zoom back in and it'll bring you back here, or you can zoom closer in. Right here, the day is transpiring, or the night in this case. So you can zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and until you get to like a world map. Though I don't have that at the moment. Um, Unless it's a character that has like a name on top of it like that. It could be a bandit, it could be whatever. Then you can't really interact with it in any way. Like right here, they don't give you any prompts. I tried that already. Nothing. What happens here? I never tried going down here, though I don't think there's going to be anything for me there. So I don't know if we have to talk to this dude over here. The only way to move the camera around for like the area is by moving the character around. You're new here, right? Maybe I can answer some questions. I completely and totally ignored everything you said. I'm like, I don't have any questions. There's a different type of lines you can when you're talking to people that you can choose from. I don't know if charisma helps in any way, shape, or form, but I completely just go with like I don't care type of mood with most of the characters. So, anyways, they're waiting for me to go there. We can't go over there. I have to go there. Really. You hear faint calls for help carried by the wind. The wind gets stronger and the sound becomes clearer. After a while, you finally get to see the owner of the voice. It is a middle-aged man dressed in ragged clothes, carrying an old staff. He grasps a masked woman's hand and runs desperately. Anything that you see like in a different color is kind of like words of interest, or like keywords type of thing. Hand and runs desperately. Chasing him is a group of humanoid monsters ensconced, I think is how you say it, with flame. Help! Save me! Before you respond, humanoid creatures made of living fire rush towards you with cruel intent. This is basically the beginning of the entire main storyline, I believe. Note: combat operations tips. Press spacebar to roll. This is where I figured out how to roll, but I never used it, not even like to test. Press shift to hold your current position and attack. That's useful when you're long range mainly, I believe, or when you're like a range type, maybe mage, casting spells, or archer, using a bow, or when you're using throwing daggers. Because if you click to move, I don't want press S to stop action, press escape to pause battle. Oh wait, okay, just in case I click, because if you click around, you can either hold it or just click like crazy, right? So right now I'm just holding it and just moving around. Right now I don't have a weapon, so we're basically just offhanding. We're gonna offhand this fight. Another thing, so the shift is probably so you just stop moving and just hold your ground. So if you're gonna if you don't want to, what's the word? So you have to click on the character to hit it. If you just hold it, it's not just gonna do one hit, or maybe continuous hits. I guess you can do the holding. But if you stop clicking or holding your left mouse button, it'll just not attack. So I guess, yeah, that shift is definitely useful. I can see it useful because I've been using in my other playthrough. I've been using throwing daggers, and sometimes there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on in the battle. There's enemies all over the place, and you just can't see what you're trying to target. They're just moving all over the place as well. And that holding that shift really would have been useful. I'm gonna try to use it this time around. Unknown man. My name is Malak. I am a scholar. He points to the masked woman. She is Isra, an orphan I picked up in Twin Luna Valley. She was interested in my studies, so I took her with me. You can be a nosy. What is that word? That phrase? something Nosy Nancy or something. I forget what it is called. What do you study? I don't even care. I just went. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What were those monsters? I could ask, but I just went goodbye. I'm like, I don't care. I have my own thing to do. You really are a kind person. The area ahead is dangerous. I suggest you proceed with caution. Malak and Isra express their gratitude. Then they continue upon their journey. You discover that Ifrit did, wouldn't it be like with two that you discovered that Ifrit, I don't know, that Ifrit deteriorated very quickly. Like, oh, deteriorate. Okay, so it's like just saying that it's a name. Never mind. Like burned charcoal, they fall apart bit by bit until they are finally blown away by the wind. The battle of the Black Sun has made this world unrecognizable, but people have never stopped fighting it. The appearance of such a monster is unlikely to change anyone's dreams of conquest. You brace your head against the wind and press forward. Continue your journey. So the only thing, yeah, there you go. I like that effect right there. That's pretty cool. So you can't really do anything else in this area. There's nothing to do. I never went back to check if there was anything else. You can't go up there, like I said already. There's a lot of spots like that look like this, like cliffs or something. You can that look like you might be able to go up to them, but there's nothing to do. I can talk to this dude again, but that's just questions. It might like he has something to sell to me. You start with 1,400 gold. I don't know if that's all characters or just this one. 20 wood, 20 ironstone, 30 food, and 0 jade, which is also an important resource. So you basically just have to go straight to that. Like I said, I don't know if all characters start like this. There's the only character I've chosen, and I'm gonna go with it. At the end of the valley, you see a caravan preparing to head out into the desert. They are willing to take you with them and give you a trade permit, which eventually gets you. You take it for granted, that trade permit, but once you go to other area that is not Redstone Valley, which of course, like it says here, recommended, because like I'm guessing it's like the entrance level area. Umbra Cliffs was the next area I went to after that. I didn't actually only went there and none other place. I've never gone to any other place but besides Umbra Cliffs, and it is difficult. And I would, like it says here, I would recommend starting here. Up to everyone, of course, how everyone likes to play. Redstone Valley is where I'm going. But like I said, that trade permit, you need to buy it in every other place, I believe. And it does get they do get the first one I bought. Like I said, I've only been to the Umbra Cliffs. It costs like 1,000 something. Once you get strong and you start getting money, it's not gonna be something difficult to dish out. But at the beginning, it will. So you move around like in battle and on the map here in the area, overworld, whatever you want to call it. You move around with the mouse. Let's see, inventory here. We get the hotbar right there, which is I think it has a different setup, but I changed my hotkeys to be this is they originally started with like QWERTY or something and 123 at the end. But I'm like, you know what? I'll put it like this with the QWER, and then so I have 3 fingers on QWE, and then like I'll just stretch for the R right next to it, and then 1 2 3 4 right above those, and then AS, which is right below Q and W, for like, you know, to put whatever potions. I put my potions over here and I put my skills at the front. Anyways, so you move around like this. Either hold it to like drag yourself around, or just click in a specific spot. Just one thing I want to mention, it's kind of weird. If I hold it here, since I'm there's an obstacle there and I'm holding it, it's like me dragging the character and I'm trying to get it across there. That's not gonna work. You have to click so to go around, or drag yourself around the obstacle. Anyways, most people probably already know this because, well, this game has been out for a while, at least for the English side. Obviously Chinese even more. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm late to I'm late to the party with this game. I'm always late with everything. I do what I can. I have other stuff to work with. Anyways, right here, a strange crystal. Touch it to receive a prestige shard. It's not prestige shard. It's not just touch. You actually have to click, and it has a little thing like that. If there's a bandit around, they might be able to interrupt you and take you into combat. Just so you know. So there's gonna be like things like, and that's what these are the shards right here. So I think you need 5 to get a star, and it eventually just goes up to 10, and then it starts showing right here like with an X. When you get to like 11, it says X11, and so on and so forth. When like you get more, it doesn't increase the star over here. It doesn't have any tooltip or anything on it, so I didn't understand it until I tested. I'm like, what the heck is the prestige thing? Anyways, so legacy over here, you can see your legacy points that you are gaining, or how to gain them, and like there's like a chat box type thing that gives you like consume food, saved automatically, rally points, you went this, someone did that, stuff like that. Report, apply, I don't know what. That's all I know. Everything else I have no clue what it does on that one. So right here, basic gratitude reward. Basically, you're getting this for buying the game. Thanks you for supporting Sands of Salzaar. We really appreciate it. And then difficulty clearance reward. So for award 20 legacy for every level of difficulty with no cap. I think that was on the selection of the screen, I believe, characters of the skills, I believe, with the legacy points, where it says minus 20 when you increase your difficulty. It reduces the amount of legacy points you're using, but by upping the difficulty. So I'm guessing right there. But you have to finish. It says you must earn a full victory in the final battle during July to complete each difficulty. I don't know what month is July. I don't know if it's every 30 days, it's a month. I don't know how it works. Like I said, I've only been to day 75. Anyways, so you have to beat the main storyline, I guess, to get those. Expert mode awards 20 bonus legacy for expert mode players. There was a little checkbox in the character selection, I believe, or class selection. I think you have to click that. It just makes things super hard, I believe. I didn't want to test it. So main level reward, you get points by completing these objectives per se. Awards 1 legacy for 5 prestige. So I only managed to get 3 of that. I think I got 6. It was every 2 levels. I think I got to like level 13. And I did the abandoned redstone mine, which is the area where I'm at, which is the first dungeon, because everything else is like defeat a certain boss or something, I think. Wind Chaser of Zargo, so defeat that or this or that, whatever. Anyways, then there's the town planner, number of towns owned when choosing a legacy, 5 legacy per town. I don't know. A lot of these are mostly like dungeons type of thing. Awards for the treasure. Capture places. You have to capture towns and stuff like that. So if you want to increase your legacy, this is the list of things you have to do. But I'm guessing each character has their own legacy. I know I'm wasting time. I know we're on day 3 already. But just looking at things. So party, you can go at your skill. Since I selected a skill, there's the base character class skills, and then you have your legacy stuff. Each costs 1, I'm guessing 1 skill point. This one I have no clue how much it costs. Oh, 200 mana. It's still I feel it's a little bit better still than the Thunderclap. So 200 mana is not that bad. It's just 50 more than the other one. This one costs 150. I already knew that one. Enchanted Blade is like my favorite skill. So it automatically places a new skill you get on your hotkey, or hotbar, or whatever. My favorite things are passives. I think it starts from the top, like the center line, and then it goes outward. I don't know, depending on. These things have requirements, like you need to have this to get that, and then you need to have this to get this one, and then so on and so forth. It like spreads out in a weird way. It's not like it starts from this side and goes that way. It starts like from the center and then goes to that's out. Weird stuff like that. Anyways, so you can unlock these slots as you level up. Right here it says +1 every 30. You have 34 more to unlock. +1 every 3 levels. I don't know if Sultan gets a +6 every 3 levels, and I don't know what boss means. Maybe and it says boss gets a +10 every 3 levels. I'm not sure about that one. You can also unlock some through legacy or talents. The talents are are over here. Close that out. Talents right here, which is like a type of skill tree kind of weird thing. I've only ever gone into trader, survivor, and leadership. I went into leadership first. That's how you increase your squad capacity, which is those slots down there in the party. These right here. You can get. There's like weekly stuff you get that apparently. And if you go into training, you can put talent points into training. I'm not really sure how you get talent points. talent points, if they're like every so amount of levels, or what's going on with that. But anyways, like every 7 days you'd get, if you were to put it into here, obviously you have to start from the beginning and then move your work your way down. It kind of like rotates in a weird fashion. I don't know if you can zoom out on this. Nope, it's just like that. So 200x plus 200 XP to all your characters, to everyone in your squad, including yourself, every week, every 7 days. And if you have a second one, it stacks, uh, and so on and so forth, right? Survivor, there's this white rose potion, which is for recovery. I recommend going for this at the beginning. I recommend going for potion brewing as soon as possible, one of these at the very least, and work your way through to get the resources as well. If you're not going to be claiming towns, or at least if you're going to wait like more mid game, late game to do that instead of right off the get go, because obviously you're kind of low level, everything's going to whoop your ass. So it's what I'm saying. If your squad characters, because they have like, I know I'm already going past the 30. I've already went past the 30-minute mark, but I'm gonna make this one a little bit longer just because things are, explanation type things. Even though most of you have probably already played this game. In their party, once you get a character here, they have like there's a number of how many there are in that particular squad. Let's say you have squads, but you have like this one has 2 in each of them. This one has 4. This one has 1, or something like that. And they can die in battle, and then once you hit 0, they're gonna. There's a weird kind of bleeding out type of thing, like to lose them forever type of thing. I don't get it. I took forever to recover from my first losses, and you need, once you hit 0, you're gonna need resources plus the recovery potion thing, the restore, the white, whatever it's called. Where is it again? Talent. This thing right here, not this talent, but the white rose potion, which you can get by fighting, by defeating mobs and whatnot. But it's not always gonna work. Let's go in here. I guess I could have talked to the dude first, but my stand is simple, but my merchandise is anything but. Care to buy something unique? And it says, I've come into possession of a pet Arctic wolf cub. The last time I played, I actually got a python hatchling, I believe. I had all the other wolf cubs, I believe, but this one's going to be different, I believe. Selling for 184. Care to buy? And they respawn, I believe, every 7 days as well. These merchants that they're selling their wolf cub, or whatever they're selling, I buy it. Yes. And if you talk to him again, it's going to be the same thing, but he's going to tell me, I don't have pets for sale right now. Come back another time. I think it's every 7 days for that to come back. So as you can see, I have an Arctic wolf cub right there. So this number right here, 2 of 2. In combat, I may lose one, but that doesn't mean, right here, as you can see right there, it says right there, this squadron will be bleeding out when reduced to 0. It costs Utar 76, Ironstone 11 to restore that. That's additional to the potion that you need, the white rose potion or whatever. If you don't have that, you can't do anything to restore them. But I've never seen anything about what happens when they bleed out. I've never had that happen in those 75 days, even though I took forever to recover my first ones. Anyways, this one's different because the other wolf I had was called Badlands. You can promote them, and these are different for sure. Yeah, Arctic Alpha, Wolf Alpha. This definitely looks different. Arctic Wolf. Yeah, the other one was a Badlands Wolf or something like that. Anyway, still wolf. So it took me forever to figure out how to recover those from 0. I'm like, the heck do I need? Because I didn't have any potions until I found some. I thought you could just like click on it and then, okay, I need the resources, right? Just throw the resources at it and recover it. Well, that's not how it works. And you don't restore the entirety of the unit's maximum cap, like right here, 2 units in this squad. If it will go to 0 and you just use 1, you'd only get 1 back. And obviously you need to use those resources that it would tell you there. You can combine to, I don't know if it combines the squads, and if you had 2 of these, you'd get 4 of 4. You'd combine them and bring them into a 4 of 4 kind of thing, which on some of these things you need when you like to promote them type thing. That's what it says right here, promotion. the alphas, and then like for the animals at least the also the python, to get like the greater python or something like that, you need to have a squad of 4. Same with this, probably to get the Arctic Wolf Alpha, you need a squad of 4 plus the resources it requires and the level requirement as well to do that promotion, which is like a rank up or evolution to me. Anyways, even though I haven't done much, I apologize. I'm gonna treat this as like an intro video to this game, and in the next one we're gonna obviously go around doing a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna continue explaining stuff, but this time I'm just gonna go like do things as I go. I just wanted to do this at the beginning because it was just like, you know, kind of as like I said, an intro to the game. So that's gonna be all for now. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like button if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see. Please subscribe if you want to see more. I just leave these mistakes in, so keeping it real kind of thing. In my case, hit that like button if you liked the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.